We're going to give about 5 more minutes for people to come on. And in the meantime, I'm going to go over just some logistical notes for you. We ask that you mute your mics if they are not already muted. And we let you know this meeting is being recorded, which if you have any questions about, feel free to reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now is a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. Please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. And while we wait for others to join, I'll give a little refresher on Psanctuary. Psanctuary Church is a 508c1a faith-based organization, and we use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. If you, like many others throughout history, hold these mushrooms as a sacrament for sincere and intentional spiritual practice, you can head over to our membership page at psanctuary.org. Becoming a member is a 5-step process, which includes a discovery call with me. After becoming a member, you'll gain access to our membership portal, where you will have access to member-only events, including sacrament opportunities and our members-only Telegram chat. Please do consider donating. Today, we are asking that all donate, or we're not asking. Well, we are asking, sorry guys. We're asking that you consider donating to a relief fund in South Kentucky where the tornadoes hit this week. And we'll put that link in the chat, the chat here today. So if you feel called, we do ask that all donations go there today. These Sunday services are a place we gather together as a currently small but growing community. Although we do not partake in the sacrament during these services, we find common ground together in our recognition that the mushroom has brought us together. For more information on sacramental services currently available, you can reach out to us at info@psanctuary.org. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part. Courtney and I will be facilitating the service today, as well as leading the optional discussion afterwards, which will allot about an hour and a half for until noon. And we do invite you to participate if you feel called. We'll have 2 readings today and every Sunday, and we'll be moving through different texts throughout our time together. We will always read from the Tao Te Ching. This is our primary text, and we are currently reading through the Game of Life and How to Play It. We chose these readings because we feel that they communicate the messages we often receive from our time spent with the mushroom, but in different ways. We'll also read from a poem, our Litany of Gratitude, which is read to acknowledge our oneness with all that is. And if you'd like to find that comfortable seat, I'll give us just a minute and we'll begin our service. Thank you again for joining us, and we hope to have you during discussion afterwards. All right. And thank you again to everyone joining us in our community of celebration today. We begin our statement of faith. We recognize the statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are the primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. With that, I will pass it over to Courtney.
Thank you, Athena. I invite you all to get comfortable in wherever you're sitting. You may want to move around a little bit, do a little jiggle, and just work out any morning coffee energy that's there. We're going to be doing about a 5-minute meditation this morning. I call this the positive aspects meditation. So go ahead and take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. You may also place your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly, just to tune in even more so to what's going on in your being right now. In this meditation, we'll be focusing on generating positive aspects about ourself, or you can generate positive aspects about someone else if you like. So I invite you to invite anything that you're feeling right now to just relax and allow yourself to sink into this meditation. Connecting with the space of honest appreciation. Think of something about you that you're feeling genuine gratitude for. This could be something about your body, your mind, maybe the way you did something recently. Even just getting out of bed this morning can be a pretty positive thing. This meditation tends to gain somewhat of a natural momentum as you think of one small positive aspect about yourself or someone else. Usually gets a little bit easier to think of more positive aspects. Sometimes thinking of positive things doesn't come so easy, and that's okay too. Just take your time to breathe and use this as an opportunity to be with yourself. As you continue practicing this meditation, you may notice contrasting thoughts may arise as you think of something positive, something negative may come up too. Just continue to allow those thoughts to relax and refocus on gratitude and authentic appreciation. This is a meditation you can do whenever you're feeling resistance to reaching out to someone you care about, reaching out to your community, doing something you know will be healthy for you. You can do this meditation any time of day. So take a few more deep breaths as we come back into the service today. Thanking yourself for taking the time to cultivate this very special space this morning with our community here at Psanctuary, with yourself. Wiggle your fingers and toes, and when you're ready, open your eyes, come back into the space here with us. Thank you, everyone. I invite now Derek to read our chapter 6 from The Game of Life.
Good morning, everyone. The Game of Life, Chapter 6 continued, Casting the Burden. To impress the subconscious, active faith is always essential. Faith without work is dead. Active faith is the bridge allowing us to pass over to our personal promised land. The subconscious is often impressed through music. Music has a fourth dimensional quality and releases the soul from imprisonment. It makes wonderful things seem possible and easy of accomplishment. It can be a wonderful practice to dance or sing while making your affirmations. Rhythm and harmony of music and motion carry words forth with tremendous power. Remember also not to despise the day of small things. Invariably, before a demonstration come signs of land. Before sailors reach the shore, they see birds and twigs, which show that land is near. So it is with demonstration. When you see signs of land, continue making believe. Impress the subconscious. If one makes believe they are healthy or successful, in due time they will reap. Children are always making believe. Remember the words of the wise one who said, "Except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter the kingdom of heaven." There is no peace or happiness until we erase all fear from the subconscious. Fear is misdirected energy and must be redirected or transmuted into faith. I am asked often by my students, how can I get rid of fear? I reply, by walking up to the thing you are afraid of. The lion takes its fierceness from your fear. Walk up to the lion and he will disappear. Run away and he runs after you. Many of my students have come out of the bondage of poverty and are now bountiful supplied through losing all fear of letting money go. The subconscious is impressed with the truth that God is the giver and gift. We have so long separated ourselves from our good and supply through thoughts of separation and lack that sometimes it takes dynamite to dislodge these false ideas from the subconscious. The dynamite is often a big situation. We would do well hourly to detect a motive for action in fear or faith. Choose this day whom we shall serve, fear or faith. Perhaps one's fear is of personality. Then do not avoid the people feared. Be willing to meet them cheerfully, and they will either prove golden links in the chain of one's good or disappear harmoniously from one's pathway. In the twinkling of an eye, our release will come when we realize there is no power in evil. The material world will fade away, and the fourth dimensional world, the world of the wondrous, will swing into manifestation.
Thanks, Derek. We will now begin our litany of gratitude, and I invite you to unmute your mics if you feel called to, and join me when I say, we live in all things live in us. I'll give you a moment to do that. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars.
We
We live
live
in
in
all
all
things,
things.
all
All
things.
things live in us.
We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live in all
Live in all
things,
things.
all things
All
live in us.
things live in us.
We call to each other, we listen to each other. Our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live in all
All
things,
things.
all
All
things live in us.
things live in us.
We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Our minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in
Live in all
all
things.
things,
All
things live in us.
things live in us.
We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying. We live in all things.
Live in
All
all things. All things live in us.
We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Now I ask that you mute your mics back. And I invite Alex to do our next reading.
Good morning, everybody. He who knows men is clever. He who knows himself has insight. He who conquers men has force. He who conquers himself is truly strong. He who knows when he has got enough is rich. And he who adheres assiduously to the path of Tao is a man of steady purpose. He who stays where he has found his true home endures long. And he who dies but perishes not enjoys real longevity.
Thank you, Alex. And if you have your journal nearby, if you'd like to take some time in the next 5 minutes, take 5 minutes to walk up to your fear. Choose something current in your life that seems intimidating or difficult to overcome. What happens when you walk right up to it and face it? Smile at it, embrace it, and see what it has to teach you. So I'll set a timer for us this morning, and if you'd like to reflect on that. All right, if you'd like to finish up your thoughts. We'll now close out our service portion for today, recognizing we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It's in our hearts to go forth into the world with the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that unites us all. And some announcements for today. Again, we ask any donations that you are thinking about sharing, that you do so with the link we'll provide in the chat. It goes towards helping with relief in Southern Kentucky, where the tornado hit this past week. And for those down there, and just extending our thoughts and healing to them. Thursday, Katrine will be offering her mindfulness session at 12 p.m. Eastern time. That will be the last one this month. So I highly encourage everyone to try and jump on if you can. We will be hosting our first silent disco this Saturday at 5 p.m. More information on that is in your member portal, and an email reminder will be sent out tomorrow to register, and we're really excited to do that. And then we do have our retreat scheduled for January 21st through 26th. So if that's something you're interested in or would like to learn more about or sign up for, just reach out to us at info@psanctuary.org. So without further ado, I will end our recording.